Welcome everyone. Welcome to VarrockLocke. And this is going to be a new series. I'm going to be starting looking at playing RuneScape through the eyes of a Ironman account who is locked within one city. Varrock, of course. So we are going to have everything inside Varrock accessible to us and everything outside Varrock inaccessible. So the account, obviously I'm not starting it on Tutorial Island here, so let's just run through what I've done so far. So far, I have gotten myself to where I'm comfortable locking myself in Varrock. So that means I have, mostly here, the notable thing is I have 3 Herblore and 15 woodcutting. The woodcutting's not really so that I have 15 woodcutting. It's actually to get these planks. These are kind of my exceptions. So I did want to let myself have 4 oak planks and 1 regular plank. This is so that when I get up to the construction level to make a crafting table 3, I'll have all the necessary materials to build crafting table 1, 2, and then 3. And the regular plank is so that I can eventually build a doll with a clockwork, and of course I'll need a regular plank for that. So I've done a lot of research. I don't think there's a really reasonable way for me to get these after I'm locked in. So I went ahead and did that first. Oh, here we go. So that's the other main exception, is I am going to let myself get a house. So the only limitations here, of course, since I'm locked in Varrock, I'll have to teleport to my house and teleport back to Varrock. I'm not going to be walking back from Remington or anything like that. So I will need the law runes, and I'll need the magic level to be able to do that. So construction's kind of locked behind magic at this point. But those are the real only exceptions to the account, at least so far. But we're going to go ahead and start locking ourselves in. So here we are closing off the west side over here. So this is what this side looks like over here. We're locked in right on this way. We're going to head up here. We're going to lock in kind of from this bank to the wall. Alright, we're up near the north now. We're going to be locking this section in. There we go. That section is locked in now. We'll head over to the east to lock in, and then we're going to head down to this. Alright, we got this side locked in. Alright, the bottom section, the south section here is locked in now. So let's go ahead and just have another look. So here is the map of Varrock. This is the city I'm going to be locked in for this entire account. We've got some exciting goals, but we're going to do all that from essentially just inside the walls here in the city. So I'll go ahead and mark in green the areas that are accessible. And this represents those areas that I've marked off with the tile markers on RuneLight. So while I have access to some things inside the city, like stores and shops, I don't have access to some notable things outside, like the sawmill, the cooking guild, the 2 mining stations below. And those are kind of the most notable things outside the city that I won't have access to. Luckily, inside the city, there is access to the sewer system, which opens up a lot more content, including killing rats for food, looking to kill some undead for some of their drops, and training. Ultimately, of course, moss giants for their drops, and they have a boss there as well, and potentially even unlocking the sewer system to get in to the other side of the Edgefield dungeon. Alright, so I do want to talk a bit about some of the goals of the account real quick. So we do have a couple of skills that are going to be completely locked for us almost entirely. So one is rune crafting. We'll never be able to do that. We won't even be able to lamp it at all because of the quest requirement, so we won't be able to do that one. Number 2, we've got fishing. And the last 2 are I'm going to put them a little bit together. It's going to be Slayer and Hunter. There is, of course, the Varrock Museum that can get us a bunch of levels on these that will add to our total levels. But just for the sheer nature of us not really being able to train these very efficiently or at all, we're not going to include these in any of our other goals. The other goals that we've got are getting to 43 magic. This will unlock Superheat item, and at 40 we'll also have unlocked Teleport to House. And these two are going to be really important because we need to train construction. Speaking of teleporting to our house, the next goal that we've got is 30 for construction. It'll definitely be a grind and take a while to actually get this. This will let us craft that crafting table 3 and make our doll with some of the supplies that we brought into the account. And once we unlock the doll, we can start training agility. And the next big goal from there is going to be getting 51 agility. That way we can traverse this little sewer pathway thing blocking off the Edgeville dungeon from the Varrock sewers. At this point in the account, we'll have probably progressed quite a bit. I don't imagine that 51 agility will be coming anytime soon, but it'll be really nice to unlock that entirely new area for us to train and explore a little bit. Since we're locked into such a small area, it's going to be a huge upgrade to unlock more content. And the next big goal is going to be bossing. Through the two bosses that we have access to, the Moss Giant and the Hill Giant boss, they drop a lot of rune items, and we can actually get the Full Helm, the Kite Shield, both from Obor, and the Chain Body and legs from either of them. And so that will be kind of our full rune set, which will be a pretty big accomplishment for our account. The other goals here are getting base level 50s. Of course, that excludes those ones that we mentioned earlier, and getting a total level of 1,000. Certainly quite a bit away. I think, an intermediate goal here is obviously base level 750, and that'll be a pretty big accomplishment also. And the last two kind of more silly goals are, it'd be nice to have a 1 million GP bank value, and it'll be nice to complete a easy clue scroll. Open one of those caskets. I don't have any doubt that we'd really be able to grind for beginner clue scrolls, but it would be nice to unlock an easy clue scroll and actually finish one. So these are our main goals. Once we do these, we'll feel pretty good about the account. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to start training thieving. This way we can thieve at that at the tea trader down in the corner there. That'll be a good source of early food, and we'll go ahead and use this lamp. I did mention I'm going to start using them in crafting first. We're going to lamp to level 8 crafting, because we need level 8 to make clockworks, and clockworks will be accessible at that point. So we do have to craft, we do have to lamp crafting up to level 8 there. So otherwise we're going to head down to the pub to start pickpocketing men. Unfortunately the Halloween event is going on, but it does bring you to Edgeville. Edgeville is outside of our radius, so we won't be able to do that, but that's okay. So we're starting off here pickpocketing the woman here. We're going to try to get that thieving up to level 5, of course. Luckily, she doesn't seem to be moving too much, so I'm having some success just right-clicking, left-clicking when I got it lined up here, so that's good. Coming here at level 2 thieving. I accidentally clicked, but that's level 3 thieving. Coming in with level 4 thieving, so we're almost there already. Alright, I was not paying enough attention. Now I'm running on back. I guess this does give me my first bit of prayer experience, that's cool. But almost at level 5 thieving. But I do want to just mention one other goal of this account, which is going to be the only quest that I have full access to. Shield of Varrock. So eventually I'll try to do that. That's and I think it's the Phoenix gang in their hideout. There's actually a spawn for grapes. So whenever I do it, I'm gonna try to be the Phoenix gang. That way I I'll have the grape spawn to go to for both cooking experience, making wines, and also just so that I have wines, because that's one of the best food sources I'll have access to. Other than that, actually one of the best sources of food I've got is actually killing imps. They drop a decent amount of raw food, pretty low level food obviously, but they also drop flour, so they drop pots of flour. And that's my only source of flour here, so I'll be able to make, I'll be able to use that to make meat pies, eventually. Alright, I'm not missing this level, and I'm also not dying here, so that's level 5, thieving. Already able to steal from the stalls. I'm glad that's an early level. I mean, pickpocketing people in the early game is just such bad money. But anyway, so let's head over to the stall. This will be a pretty good source of food. I'm pretty sure the teas heal for 3 HP and boost the attack by 2, which is pretty good. That's actually even better than like the meat from the sewer down there. I'm gonna be kind of reliant on money for all the shops. I mean, there's an armor shop, there's the rune shop, obviously the arrow shop. So if you guys can think of good money makers for an account like this where I'm walled into Varrock, I'll greatly appreciate those. Feel free to leave comments. Alright, so we made it to thieving level 8, and we've got one full inventory of these tea. So we'll drop this off of the bank, and we'll run back. We're probably going to do this for a decent amount of time. That's thieving level 9, almost at another half an inventory. And I almost missed it, but pretty quickly here we're at thieving level 10, almost another full inventory of these teas. Alright, we're coming in at 15 thieving. We have just under 150 of these teas, or we will at the end of this inventory. So we're going to stop at the end of this inventory, and we're probably going to start trying to kill that barbarian woman. Alright, I figured I'd go ahead and use the money we got from pickpocketing that woman to buy ourselves an iron sword. Alright, and that's where we're going to end this video. We've got a few thieving levels in, and we've also got our iron sword bought, so this is going to start giving us some ability to do some combat training, and you'll see here I'm going to start going ahead and killing some imps in the background, but that's where we're going to leave this video. So if you enjoyed the video and you want to see more, feel free to leave a like. Like I said, comment down below any money-making ideas that you've got for me, and if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. I'll try to put out weekly videos or so.